Yo, I totally forgot about that ending. Wow. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? We're going to do a live today. Let me get Antonio here. He's here. But I hope everybody is good. We're going to be talking about Milan, of course. Let me know if the audio is good. Today I'm on my phone. I'm not on my usual device. And it is open live today, guys. So anybody can join and talk about the various topics. Let me see what's going on with Antonio. Antonio, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, open live today, guys. I hope you liked that little touch there of the Milan forum at the end with Billy Bean. That's Billy Bean. That's Billy Bean. That's who Brad Pitt played in the movie, Billy Bean, and with the algorithms in the back. It's pretty. I totally forgot I did that. I totally forgot I did that. That's nice. I'll be using that a lot more. Anyway, a lot of news, Antonio. A lot of things to talk about, huh? But
Crazy.
before we go on, remember this is an open live. You can join whenever you want, and give your opinions. Just click on that link right there, and that should bring you in. They'll put you in, and if you want to say anything, you're more than welcome to. Um, and Yeah, a lot of topics, a lot of topics. But guys, before we move on, is my audio okay? Antonio, can you hear my audio? Is it good?
Yes, you're good, man.
All right, perfect, perfect, perfect.
Also,
So
there's
Antonio,
more
right?
news. Hey, sorry, there's more news
Yeah,
developing as we speak. Just saying.
great, yeah. And guys, if anybody has any Twitter news they want to share on the chat, go ahead, put it on the chat because right now we're in the market has started, so there's things breaking all the time. Uh, all right, listen, let's start with the Emerson Royal situation. So we seem to be really close to Emerson Royal, and then this kind of died out today. Now it looks like it's dying out today. But what's going on there? I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you think of Emerson Royal, Antonio? What do you think of this operation, guys? Let me know in chat. Are you guys happy with this operation? And we have to also compare what the other teams are doing. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the other teams that we're competing against, Napoli, Juve, Inter, are are doing much better right now. Right? They look much more active. They look much more convinced. I don't know. What do you think of Emerson Royal, and what do you think of how Milan is operating right now, Antonio?
Okay, so the Emerson Royal thing is super, super scary because the guy is trash. Um,
Oh,
well,
dang.
well, here's the thing. Defensively, he's okay, but like he's like a brick going forward. Like he's as useless as a rock. He doesn't have, not able to cross, not able to make interchanges at all. Um, and he also was inconsistent. He fell out of favor at Tottenham. Didn't play that much last year, and it's just not. He's like widely regarded as trash by most people. So you can say that you can disagree with those people, whatever. He may be good defensively, but nowhere near like he's worse than Calabria. I don't know why people would even like. I think most people would agree with that, to be honest with you. Um, so there's no really like there's nothing being said about him. And the thing about the news with him, apparently, which this is very good news for once, is that Tottenham wants they wanted 25 million. Now they're not really going away from 20 million for him. But we apparently wanted to lowball and didn't want to go near that offer. So they're with an English club, it's hard to negotiate like that. So they're saying that you have to pay the 20 million for him. Here's my honest concern. Now, on the one hand, I hope this doesn't happen. On the other hand, why is 20 million so hard to spend, especially in our situation where we're literally making profit as a football club? which literally is, you know, whatever. So I would want to spend 20 million, but not on Emerson Royal, on someone else. But like, why? If that's the guy that they want so badly, like, what? They should be willing to spend the money. But I don't want. Obviously, I don't want that to happen. So it's just kind of like I'm really confused by what they're doing.
I am honestly really confused about the money situation with Milan. I don't understand it. I really don't understand how we seem to be a club that you know doesn't have money. But again, for the second year in a row, we finish with green, so the balance sheets are good. Like we should be one of the most active, ambitious clubs in the market based on the financial balance sheets that all these fake Milanisti have been parading for, right? All these guys celebrating the financial balance sheet. They've been parading and celebrating for 3 years now. Yeah, we have the best balance sheet. Ole, 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 ole. Balance sheet. And where is this? Why are we here trying to get a player like Emerson Royal for 15 million? Why aren't we getting Coyote? Why aren't
Exactly.
we getting?
That's the money
Yeah,
ball. Like, I mean, I'm sure he'll be somewhat expensive too, but I mean, if we're talking 20 million, I would think that it's not that much more for Coyote. I would get that guy right away, like right away. Like, why are we not getting that guy? I don't understand. Emerson Royal is like what? I don't know his exact age, but he's got to be like his mid 20s. Like he's not that young. He's not like a baby. You know what I mean? He's like he's in his prime. So how much better is he going to get? Why are we? Why do we want this guy so much? I don't understand.
yeah, I don't understand it either. I mean, if we want to go right, if we want to move forward, if we want to get the next best Italians, if we want to get the next best right backs in the league, there's a kid right there called Coyote. We have the money. Where is the ambition? Where is the ambition? I don't understand it. I don't understand how Emerson Royal represents any ambition. You look at Juventus right now. Juventus has already secured Di Gregorio, Thuram, the midfielder, the brother of Marcus Thuram. They have already secured Douglas Luiz, Thiago Motta, of course, and Coop Mainers. They're going to go all in for Coop Mainers, and they want to sell Chiesa. As soon as they sell Chiesa, they're going to go for a right winger. You have Inter has already secured Taremi, Zelinski. Zelinski now is official. Inter wants to take Buongiorno from Napoli. And here we are begging Tottenham, please, please, Tottenham, can you give me Emerson Royal? Where? What the fuck? What is going on with my club? What is going on with my club? I don't get it. I don't get it. Are we rich? Are we financially healthy? What is going on?
Not only that, but we haven't really. The only thing that we've been doing is the Milan Futuro project. We haven't really made anything happen with the first team. Um, and it looks like on any position. So there's a bunch more to talk about, but it just seems like we just are bouncing around to a million different names. Like it just feels like they're trying to get the cheapest possible guy on their like list of players that they have.
Mm. Yeah, it's very strange. Now, listen, I do think that eventually the market will open up. I'm pretty, if you ask me, I'm pretty optimistic about Zirkzee. I think we are going to get Zirkzee in the end. But just right now, I think things are looking bad for us. And I don't know who else we're going to get, but yeah, it's going to be definitely very interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. All right, listen, guys, what do you guys think of Emerson Royal in chat? And then we'll move on to the next subject. Let me know if you guys are interested in this player. I see Tesfalem says trash. Defensive Dynamo podcast. What's up, bro? Says hard pass on Royale. I'd rather play Terracciano, Calabria, and Kalulu right back. And we don't need an okay defender. Upgrades needed. We should have inquired for Coyote. Totally, totally agree. Um, we're going to talk about Italy later. Um, Emanuele Vaffanculo. Would rather Milan go for Kayode as a right back. If you want quality, then go for Vanderson instead. I'm not sure who he is. Luciani from Bologna would be great. I'm not sure who he is. I'll trust you that one. They're all the same
Lukumi.
people who have been. Oh, okay, you know him?
Yeah, he's a defender. He's pretty solid for them. We're talking about
Okay.
Calafiori too, by the way.
Beh, Emanuele, hai tifato per la nazionale o no? O sei un venduto di merda? Fammi sapere. They're all the same people who have been talking about Inter being broke. Yeah, exactly. All these fucking fake ass Milanisti that are have their nose deep inside Cardinale's anus have been talking about how Inter is broke, Inter is going to collapse, Inter this, Inter that, and here we are begging for fucking Emerson.
I'm gonna.
Whatever. American owners don't know shit about football. Redbird out. I agree. Broke bird. Buongiorno. Yeah. And also a big news today. Spinazzola. Spinazzola is joining Napoli. So Napoli, they had almost secured Buongiorno not too long ago, but now Inter got in the. It looks like Inter wants to hijack the Buongiorno operation. Inter is going to be a strong team if they can do what they want to do. Um, but yeah, I have serious beef with Jerry and Co. Yeah, bro. Many of us do. What's going on with Milan and what's going on with the Italian national team? Will you fail to make World Cup again? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're going to make the World Cup. I think we're going to make it. Italy is goes up and down, up and down. I'm not worried about Italy. Not at all. Now that the growth decree is gone, I'm not worried about Italy anymore. Like now that the growth decree is gone, all players are on an even playing field. Foreigners and Italians are going to cost the same. The taxes are going to be the same for foreigners and for Italians. So now that the growth decree is gone, clubs are not going to be looking, well, let's get foreigners to save on money. That idea doesn't exist anymore. I don't know why the stupid Italian government put it there in the first place. It makes no sense. The reason why the Italian government put the growth decree was because in a lot of sectors,
Hey, Roy.
yeah, what?
You realize that just so you know, I mean, I'm sure you know this, but 90% of the fan base would disagree with what you just said, like your opinion on the growth decree.
Yeah, because they don't get it. They don't understand it. Because I mean, it's very simple, right? It's just basic economics. If you have something, if you have two things that are the same and one is cheaper, you're going to buy the cheaper one, right? This is just basic stuff. But anyway, regardless of that, the growth decree is gone now. So Milan cannot just buy foreign players to save on money. They're going to buy whatever player they want now. So now these DSs want the growth degree to come back because they're pieces of shit and they want to have and they're pieces of shit. But now that the growth decree is gone, guys, we're going to see again Italian talent come up. We're going to see again Italian players come up and reemerge. And things move really slowly in football. Things move really slowly in football. So in the next 2 or 3 years, we're going to see again another wave of Italian talent come up. The problem is that the growth decree bottlenecked the pipelines because it's very simple. Again, the government put this stupid law that foreign players cost less. You pay less on taxes. Obviously, when you have a management like Milan that focuses all on Moneyball, the whole team was built on growth decree. That's why there's no Italians in Milan. But that shit is gone now. Also, the U23 is here now, which is really good. I like what I saw about the U23. Antonio, why do you think many people don't agree with this? Why do you think that?
Well, because most of them are Serie A fans, like not like Italian national team fans, so they would argue that helps them compete with the Premier League and other leagues in terms of like just making the best team possible and bringing people from all over. more favorable terms.
Compare Calabria to Emerson. I honestly, guys, I have not seen much of Emerson. I'm gonna take your word for it that this guy is not the best. Whatever. I'm not. I don't understand the Emerson operation. To be honest with you, I don't understand it. Emerson is crap. Spurs, the least ambitious club ever, and Emerson is not good enough for them. One thing that is strange to me when an English club sells a player for cheap, there is something strange there. Um, Shopping in Spurs throwaways.
Milan is just like we just go and get the trash, the garbage from like all these English teams. That's like how we're trying to do it. It's like a thrift store.
That's right. The U19. Oh yeah, right. The U19. The Euro U19 starts in a week and a half, or 2 weeks actually. In 2 weeks, the 15th of July, the U19 Euro starts, and a lot of Milan players have been called up for the preliminary roster. You got Bartesaghi, you got Magni, you have Diego Sia, you have Camarda, and I am missing someone else. Who am I missing? I know there's another one that I am missing, but I think there was 5 or 6 Milan players in the U19, and we'll see how the U19 does. The last year, the Italian U19 won the European championship, so let's see if this year they can do it again. This team is strong. The team is strong, so we'll see how they do, and if they do good, great. Mr. Kim Barini, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Not bad. Just getting ready for work. It's Friday here.
Okay. Go ahead. Tell me
Yeah.
what's going on.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, just Milan and the situation. Are there any particular subjects you want to tackle?
Yeah. What's happened to the Chow rumors to Newcastle? That's kind of died off as well, a little bit.
Right, right. Newcastle had offered
40
what
million, I
40
think.
million for Chow, and
Would you
Milan
take
said,
that?
"What I take." It's all about what are you going to do with that 40 million, right? I mean, I would
Absolutely.
take it. I would take it because I know what I would like to do with that 40 million or
Yeah.
more. But I don't know what they would do. That's the thing. That's what kind of at this point I don't understand. Like if you're gonna sell Chow, obviously you got to buy another defender. So who are you gonna
Yeah.
get? Who are you gonna
If it
bring
was
in?
me, if it was me in their shoes, I'd go all out for Pioli, but looks like he's going to go to Premier League.
Yeah, if you sell Chow for 40 million or more, you try and go for either California or Buongiorno. Yeah, that's right. You try to hijack those operations. What about
Absolutely.
you, Antonio? What do you think about the Chow thing? Oh, I don't think he's here. Yeah, so I would do it if I knew I could get Calafiori or Buongiorno.
Hey, you guys
Yeah.
have a
Roy,
question?
what do you think of the Chow links?
I like Chow. For me, it makes sense. I think that Chow, if he's healthy and has stability, is a really good player. Most people don't think that, or most people think that he's not as good because he had a really bad season. And I think I saw him at a young age having a really great season the first year we got him, and he was even getting into the German national team. But yes, he had a really poor season this past year. I think though he has got everything he needs to be good, and I would not sell him. I mean, if you give him a really good price for him, fair enough. But I think you can get him for more than 40 million. So
How much
eventually,
would
if
you?
you
What
invest
would
in another
convince you?
year, I
What
mean,
would?
40 million right now is a fair price. am, I'm just considering that he's not English and he's not in England, so he could be a lot more. But I think that eventually he has what it takes to become like a 70 million defender, like physically and with a bit more experience if he gets back to his top form. Like the guy is fast enough. He's really tall. He's good. He's got potential to score headers, which I saw him doing up until the summer last year in the preseason. I saw him. He missed some chances, but he was getting better at it. His marking was good up until he made really terrible mistakes this year. But I've been a huge Thiaw fan. I like him a lot. So me personally, I would hold on to him and increase his value if you want to sell him. But if they give you like a 50 million, I think it's still a fine offer right now for what he is now. Because there's no guarantees that he'll.
Who would you replace him with? Who would you replace him with?
Well, the thing is, we're good. Didn't see that.
Antonio's getting robbed at the beach.
Got a phone in my pocket. Fuck. I didn't see it.
What's going on, man?
You went facing the fuck. No, I wasn't.
What the fuck is going on? Antonio, mute yourself, bro.
So you alright?
Bro, so I got like
Antonio,
ambushed. I just got ambushed by some shit. One sec.
Antonio's at the beach right now with his dad.
Yeah.
Some chicks. Anyway, so Fahidino says Buongiorno. Buongiorno. You would replace him with Buongiorno. Yeah, Calafiore, Buongiorno are the two guys. There's nobody else. It's them two that are on the market.
We need to keep them in Italy. Yeah.
Messi to Milan, and that was on the beach trying to. Huh?
You cut out a little bit.
Is my sound okay? Because I'm not at home right now.
No, I'm muted,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you're good.
Guido with chicks.
You're good. Into some Buongiorno, yeah. West Ham just signed an uncapped English defender, Max Kilman, for around 50. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, also that guy Palmer, the Chelsea player Palmer?
Cole Palmer, yeah.
Yeah. I saw Chelsea paid 40 million for him, and he was a Primavera player. So it's like paying 40 million for a Primavera player when they put 40 million. Yeah, they're crazy prices there.
That Kilman guy, I think once upon a time he was nearly supposed to sign for Napoli. I'm pretty sure if that's the same one I'm thinking of.
Napoli just also signed a Brazilian guy, right? Rafa Marin or something like that. Are you familiar with this player?
No, I've heard of him. I think he's Spanish, I'm pretty sure. He's from Real Madrid, right?
Yes, from Real Madrid, correct.
Yeah, that's right.
And they were about, so Napoli was about to sign Buongiorno, but it looks like Inter is got in the mix and is trying to hijack that deal. But they did sign Spinazzola too, and they're trying to keep Vicha Verasquilla.
We should be going for Spinazzola instead of Emerson, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what's up, Herbert. That's what Herbert was saying, or Carmelo was saying in the chat. Yeah, we should have gone for him instead. Yeah, but
Napoli are looking good right now.
If they can build a strong team and De Laurentiis stays out of the way, they can be a threat. Actually, right now right now that the bets are putting Inter favorites, and right after
Yeah,
them Napoli. Napoli is second
yeah,
to Inter. But they're
absolutely.
waiting to see. They're waiting to see what Milan does. I'm sure Milan is going to start getting players, or we're going to start get. And soon we're going to be talking about the U23 in a minute.
I would even put Atalanta in the mix too. They just got Zaniolo,
Atalanta, yeah, Atalanta just got Zaniolo. That's right.
and
Yeah,
I think Juve are preparing a bid for Coop miners as well. I saw.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, correct.
Fucking hell. But I
Yeah,
don't even know what we're supposed to do. What they're doing? Like, are we prioritizing the U23 or for the first team? Like, do they even know what they're fucking doing? These guys. I don't know.
uh, it's strange. Yeah, look, I'm a fan of the U23. I like that project a lot. I have some doubts and
It's good.
questions, but I have a lot of doubts about that project.
Yeah.
Not the project. About some of the people working in there, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Edison says, "Roy, talk about Lao's poor performance in Euros. Nobody literally is talking about it." Yeah, he's been
Uh,
very underwhelming. He's been very
yeah.
underwhelming. He
Yeah.
hasn't
Very.
scored any goals.
We've
Has he
just
gotten
been
a?
diving 2 yellows.
Yeah, he got two yellows and got suspended for the third game. And then the last game, he had an okay first half, but he got subbed
Yeah.
out pretty fast. Yeah, so far pretty underwhelming tournament from him.
Yeah.
Um,
Sadly.
and it's the same issues. It's the same issues we see at Milan. He's not a hard worker. His
No.
short game lacks a lot. Like
It's,
he
ever since he won the Scudetto, he's just been it was like, oh, I've done my job. I won a title. That's it. That's how I feel like it's been with him.
yeah, he's I don't know. I don't understand what his drive is. Like, what is
No,
does he want to be the best in the world, or is he just happy that God gifted him with these great talents, and he's just gonna chill with that? Does he want to go further? I don't know. I don't know. We'll
who
see.
knows? Who knows?
But
We know he's got
but
the qualities for sure. We know. We all know that he's got the qualities there. But yeah, he's not turning up, unfortunately.
okay, Lao should have been an
It should have
Olympic
been.
sprinter. He was absolutely hot as history. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't understand what's going on with Lao. My opinion of Lao is that if I look at all the players that I mean, look at the greatest example in the world for Lao, which is Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
his teammate, right? Cristiano Ronaldo is basically the god of Portuguese football.
Yeah.
All Portuguese players look up to
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo. But why is Cristiano Ronaldo Cristiano Ronaldo? Because he dedicated himself to the discipline
Yeah.
at a level that is crazy. You know, the
Insane.
dedication that Cristiano Ronaldo had to the game is insane. Leao
Yeah.
is so distracted with other things. I just don't see Leao getting to those levels if he's so distracted. I can't think of any single player in history that had so many other distractions and then became, a Ballon d'Or player. I can't think of them. Messi is all
No.
football. Messi is all football.
Yeah.
Zidane was all football. Roberto
Definitely.
Baggio was all football.
Yeah.
Shevchenko, all football. Kaká, all football. Like Leao is
Yeah.
like, it's 50-50 music, 50-50 football, I don't know.
Yeah. You reckon Mbappe will become the next one
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Ronaldo or Vinny Jr.? I
Now,
don't know.
I think Mbappe now is trying to infiltrate politics into football. That's not a good. I mean, I don't
No.
know how good. I don't know how good that is for him right
They're
now. I mean,
saying that it's harder to win Euros in the World Cup. Like, what the hell?
yeah,
Come
but he's
on.
also trying to infiltrate like basically the like French politics, because there's
Yeah.
elections going on in France, and it's like he's telling people to vote for this, and I'm like, bro, you're a football player. Don't fucking tell
Yeah,
people who to vote for.
yeah, keep it out. Keep that shit out of football.
Yeah, because half of the French people now are going to root against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand why he's doing that.
No.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. Buongiorno is waiting for a better opportunity than Napoli. It seems he wants to play in CL, so if Milan pays up, he can still get him. Now, from what I saw, I read I can't remember who it was, but it was one of the more reliable sources as far as those Twitter journalists. He was saying that Buongiorno is very interested in playing for Conte because
Yeah.
the way Conte plays is more suitable for Buongiorno. But Inter is very similar. Inter also, I don't know if Conte wants to play three at the back. I don't know if that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
But Inzaghi is more similar to Conte than for example Fonseca. Now this guy was saying Buongiorno does not want to join Milan. He wants us to join Napoli because of Conte. I don't
There
know
you
how true
go.
that was. I don't know how true that was, but it was one of the more reliable journalists.
Yeah. It
Um,
says something. Says a lot as well.
yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Buongiorno. I mean, listen, if you're going to be a defender for AC Milan, you're going to be defending on the midfield line, and it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Maybe Buongiorno is well that kind of player, and he knows it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how true that is. It's just what I read. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry's waiting for all Serie A clubs to do their thing, then he'll move. That way it'll be more competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure something is going to happen soon. What do you think about Zirkzee? Do you think that's going to happen, kid?
Oh, at this stage, I don't see anything progressing. To be honest, I would not be surprised at all if United end up getting him. Because we're fucking around too much. I don't know. It
Now there
just
was
died off
another.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah. There was another journalist that he's a little bit newer. I think his name is Sarno, and
Okay.
he has been pretty good so far. Like he was already calling like a month ago. He was already saying about the operations Juventus was doing, and they all came true. So it looks like his sources are decent.
Yeah.
He is convinced Zerkzee is joining Milan. He is convinced the operation is going to happen. He's pretty
Yeah.
sure about it. He's pretty sure about it.
I mean, if we end up getting him, then yeah, great. But after that, we'll be next. I don't know what these guys want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever they do, it better be good, man. It better be good. Whatever they do.
It seems like according to Ibra that Thiaw is staying,
Right.
and I'd rather, to be honest with you, I'd rather pay that salary to Thiaw instead of Rabiot. That's what we should be doing, realistically.
Yeah, I have my theories on the Theo Hernandez thing. I have my theories on the Theo Hernandez thing.
Yeah,
I saw Gazzetta dello Sport put out an article was yesterday saying that Theo Hernandez and Mike Magnan are going to be renewed.
yeah,
I don't know if I believe that. And
yeah,
and and Ibrahimovic did say that the Theo Hernandez is going to be the starter and his deputy is going to be Jimenez, which is really good. I like that
yeah.
combination. I
Saw
think that's a
that.
really good combination.
Yeah,
But the issue that I have with this is like, why haven't you renewed him already?
yeah.
You
If
know,
you
like
really want to
why
keep him, you should just do everything.
why are you waiting for the Sharks to come in and attack? You know,
Yeah.
it's like, for example, I think Marotta is one of the best at doing his job, not only in Italy but in Europe.
Oh,
And
without a
Marotta's,
doubt.
yeah, and the first thing they did, aside from signing Taremi and Zelensky for free, the first thing they did in this market was the renewals of Barella and Lautaro Martinez. That was the priority, right?
Yeah, that's a good business there. That's what every club should be doing if they want to
Right,
keep their top players.
yeah, exactly. I think
Hmm.
if you're an ambitious club, the first thing you do is renew your top players. That's also what Galliani used to do. Galliani used to
Yeah,
gradually renew players based on even performances. Like they would touch up
exactly.
at the contracts during the season. But this is why I find this piece of news a little bit alarming, and I don't know if I believe it. I don't know if I believe
Yeah, I
it.
don't know. I did
Carmelo,
see.
go ahead,
Come,
Kim.
come,
Go ahead, Kim.
come va ragazzi? Tutto a posto?
Tutto
Tutto
a
a posto.
posto. Tutto a posto. Why you? Why you?
Why you?
Something is moving, is it?
Something is
Uh,
moving. You tell me.
what?
What's moving? Nothing is moving at all. I mean,
Niente
Nothing.
most
cazzo.
the other teams are doing what they need to be doing, and here we are waiting. Don't know for what, to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you think about Ibra's words today?
Okay, so personally, I liked everything he said. Personally,
Was way better than
I'm in.
last time.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I liked everything he said. I think everything he said was correct, and I love that project. I love that project. The only thing that worries me is the DS. It's like that guy is like I
Oh,
don't know about the DS.
the one was in L.A. What's his name again? I can't remember.
Yeah,
Kiroski or something, was it?
correct. Yeah, but I think everything you just said was absolutely perfect, and I hope it's true. I hope they're not just blowing smoke up our asses, and I hope that the U23 does what it's supposed to do because
I don't know. To be honest with you, like compared to the last time when he was talking, today he seems more. Um, I don't want to say like I don't. I still don't put trust in him and anyone there, but at least he spoke way better and more convincing than last time. Last time was full of
yeah,
shit. This time at
yeah,
least he
yeah,
said. And on top of that, I'm really, really eager to the season to start for the under 23 because
yeah,
it's gonna be. Look, I have some doubts about Bonera. Not only this guy, this Kiroski guy, which I don't have a clue what he's like, who he is, or any of that. So we'll see. I don't want to be I don't want to have what's the word, pregiudizio nei suoi confronti. But
hmm
I have
prejudice.
prejudice, yeah, towards this guy because I don't know him to be honest. And but
Yeah,
I have a little doubt about Bonera, but at the same time, I'm very excited about the end of 23 because for these kids, it's going to be a reality check. Let me tell you, because Serie C, especially on the physical aspect of it, is going to be a big reality check for these kids. Which
yep,
by the way is good. It's good because they grow quicker and faster. So I don't
yeah,
know what kind of preparation they're going to do because one thing is playing with kids of their own age, and another thing is playing with adults. Especially if you go to Serie C towns and fields, you're going to find a lot of hostility in there. So
yeah.
it's not going to be an easy job, but it's
Absolutely not.
very, yeah, but it's very, very exciting. So.
Yeah,
So we'll see
yeah.
what
No,
happens.
I loved every single word he said, and I agreed with everything he said. This, and I really hope that this project works. And I would love to see this pipeline work. For me, it would be a dream come true if we have control over our talents coming from the Primavera instead of sending out to random teams, but they're still there in our control, and then we can
Yeah.
um, gradually move into the first team. So the U23 project, I'm all in. I love it. I love everything Ibra said. I hope it's true. I hope it works out. As far as Bonera goes, I don't know. The thing is, they don't need to win, right? They don't need to win. They're not obligated to win the Serie C. They're just obligated to grow the players.
No, no.
If they win the
Obviously,
Serie,
the purpose of it is not winning. It's like
yeah,
growing players. You know.
yeah, yeah. So let's see. Hopefully, he can do it. Um, hopefully, he can do it.
And the
And then,
fact that
yeah,
Yeah,
and the fact also that he seems to be working in what's the word in combination with the first team. Whatever the first team with Fonseca will do,
yeah,
they copied that. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So that's good.
yeah,
So if we'll see like Zeroli, Zeroli, Camarda, whoever I can't
yeah,
remember the names now. How
yeah,
long will it take these kids to be ready to step in the first team? You know, because like I
yeah.
said, playing against adults that will help a big
Oh, yeah,
way. You know, so
absolutely.
we'll see. See,
Do you
that's one step in the right direction from these people. At least I have to give
absolutely.
this to them. I
yeah,
have to
One
give
hundred
this to
percent.
them. Yeah,
for
yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Do you
100%.
reckon? Do you reckon we should have kept the bar to for him to coach under 23, or do you
But
think
he
they
I
didn't
would have
want
mean,
to.
done that?
He didn't want to stay there anymore. He wanted to do his own thing. That's what he said
Yeah.
anyway.
mm,
But if he stayed, what I'm saying, if he ended up staying, would they have given it to him? Do you think?
I don't
probably.
know. Yeah, go on. You go.
I mean, I don't know if he would have stayed. Probably.
I think
Um,
he would have been good for it. As we saw what he did with the Primavera, he was really good.
yeah, he is going to be coaching. He's going to be playing against us. He's going to be coaching the Serie C team. I
Yeah,
think
it's in the
Yeah,
Cremonese.
same Girone. Yeah, I think I can't remember the team, but yeah, it's in the same group. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm very happy about the U23. Super excited. I
Yeah,
loved every single thing Ibra said, and 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 I want to know what you think about it, Kim. But before go, Carmelo, we said this in the chat. This
mm.
makes good life look bad. All of a
What was
sudden,
that for?
all of a sudden now Ibra is starting getting comfortable with his role. He's starting to talk like a guy that knows what he's doing. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
Ibra is going to jump the hierarchy. You know, his
he,
personality is going to jump that hierarchy, and
Giorgio is
he's
not
getting
gonna be
that.
happy.
He's
George
getting
is
that
not going to like
algorithm pay rise.
it.
No, look, the only thing I'm saying about Ibra is, I don't know. Like I said, look, before I put my faith and trust in these people, they're gonna have to prove me wrong big time. But with that said, Ibra maybe will get comfortable with time in this new position. But he has to stop posting his fucking shit like the other day when he posted like topless and said to people
uh,
calmate and all that bullshit. It's not a player anymore. It's not like you don't need to post this shit. You just act as a proper like member of the club, you know. Even though he works for Red Bird, I know that, but still. Like, but what I was saying is, with time he might get more comfortable. I don't know if he's the only one who going to be speaking from now on because I don't know what Furlani's doing. But if that's the case, oh, Furlani's not going to be impressed with that, you
he,
know,
he's not going to like it.
because when Maldini was sent away, Furlani thought to himself, "Oh, I have the toy all for myself," and now here we are,
Exactly.
Ibra, Ibra with his immense, huge ego taking over. Oh, he's not gonna be happy. He's gonna be crying
No.
to Daddy
Yeah,
Elliot over there. So he's not gonna
that's
speak
right.
to. He's not gonna complain to Cardinale. He complains straight to Elliot. That's what I
Yep.
think. You know.
It's 100% going to happen. It's 100% going to happen. And you know what? Hopefully, this all ends with Furlani being fired from the club. And that'd be great.
I know he
Let's see it.
hasn't spoke publicly yet at all. I mean, Ibra already did it twice, so we'll see now. When is Fonseca press conference? Is next Monday for Di Raduno, no? I think.
I believe it's Monday. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see then if Furlani will be besides him and if he's gonna speak a few words or whatever. We'll see that. But most of all, I'm really interested in what Fonseca's gonna say. What is going Fonseca's gonna tell us about the way he wants to play because I don't know about you, Roy, but I still don't know. Is he gonna be a 4-2-3-1? Is gonna be a 4-3-3? So hopefully in that press conference, he's gonna give us some ideas because if we have to follow wherever the media says and the newspaper, they're looking for a striker one day with with these characteristics, and the day after a completely different strike altogether. So it doesn't make sense, you know. And in terms of communication, if the newspaper comes out every day with a different player and different story, why is not anyone at the club says, "Look, this is the situation. Stop making up stuff." You know what I mean? Because that way, if you don't say anything and you don't stop these rumors all the time, you get the tifosi more confused and more pissed off and more frustrated. You know what I mean? That kind of way. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
say something like di qualcosa di milanista. Say something,
Exactly.
anything. I don't know, something, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Fonseca press conference and see what he has to say because so far he has been a ghost. He has been
Yeah.
presented without being there, so I don't know. You know.
Non lo so, Joe.
Sorry, Kim. What?
Non lo so, Joe.
No, sure. Um, uh, yeah, the first team is still a big conundrum. That's another thing. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see. The thing about Fonseca is like we know that their coach is better than him in the Serie A. We know this. So let's see what happens with Fonseca. I don't know. Let's see what he says, and we'll see what they do and what they say. I guess Monday. Yeah, Monday we'll find out. All right, so Hisham says Euros made me realize Leao is a below par player on a technical level, but he has a Superman build and he's rapid. Carmel, what do you think about Leao's performance so far? Kim and I already spoke about it.
Oh, in the Euro, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the usual Leao, the usual Leao. I mean, he was involved. I think one or two goals by the Portuguese, by Portugal. I think he got an assist or something. But overall, we keep talking about the same issue with Leao. You know, he has immense, huge potential, but it's all in the head. If he's not gonna fully focus on football, he's never gonna make that step that is required for him to
Yeah,
be at
that's
the
what I
top.
fear. That's what I
You know,
fear. Yeah.
it's not about to me. It's not even about like being interested in music or dressing as a metrosexual because that's what he does. The funny clothes that he likes, wearing a purse and all that shit. But anyway, regardless that, which plays a part, obviously. I think it all comes down. He's mentally lazy. That's what I think. It's
Mm,
that kind of player, you know. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, Milan is what it is these days because Leao is considered the best player we have. So that tells you a lot. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me go through some more comments here. Let's see what Hisham says. I don't know about his problem is mental. Maybe he's just not good as a player. As we thought, he's just fast and direct. Oh, this is a good subject. From Lakaka to Morata. Bro, we cannot get any more embarrassing than that. So our friend Sriracha Ketchup does not like I am not too upset with the Morata thing. I like Morata personally. I think he brings experience. He brings goals. He's a good player. Very familiar with the Serie A. He's pretty much Italian. He's got. He wants to come back to Italy. I wouldn't be so upset if Morata comes. What do you guys think about Morata? Is it a yes or a no for you guys? What do you think? Anybody?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he replicates what he did at Juve, then hey, why not? Especially for the Moneyball price that they're looking at, for sure. We'll probably get 2 years out of him, I think.
Well, to
Okay.
me,
Yeah.
to
Go ahead.
me, look, if I would have to choose between him and Lukaku, I choose Morata. But again, coming back to what I was saying a few minutes ago, it all depends how Fonseca wants to play. Because again, Morata is not like a proper center forward, and besides, he never scored so many goals in his career. He's very good in open spaces for his teammates and all that. But if you tell me we get Zirkzee and Morata as well, and I'm happy with that. But if I have to
Yeah.
get Morata and have Jovic as backup, I won't be happy with that.
That makes
If you
Yeah.
get
sense.
me Zirkzee and Morata, which by the way none of them are proper center forward, but still, if you give me if you give me the pair, I'll be happy with that. But just Morata, no, I don't think it's good enough.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Antonio, what about you? Are you there?
Oh, I'm big chillin'. I'm big chillin'.
Ah, yeah. There you go.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I like
Woo.
Morata. He's good. He's good. He's good.
What? Say again?
I like Morata. He's good.
Okay. Yeah. And basically, the deal with Morata is 13 million release clause, which is not bad. He probably just have a high salary. He'll probably just have a high salary, and that'll be the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem as we know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Fahadinho. These people are so predictable. Room for dreaming. Hey, Roy, did you let finally come out? Oh, that's was
By
fucking
the way,
embarrassing here.
guys, there are way too many for Hadinho. There are way too many.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of people out here.
I will be shocked if Milan get Buongiorno. No, that's not gonna happen. That's definitely not gonna
Nah,
happen.
no chance.
That's definitely not going to be happening
Roy, the
for
thing is,
sure.
Roy.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Roy, can you hear me?
Antonio,
The weird
Definitely.
thing is, the
show us
weird
the
thing
top of
is,
the girls. Show us the top of the chicks.
Woo.
no, Roy, I was gonna say the problem with that is that I'm 21 now, and
Yeah.
so it's kind of risky. I don't want to be doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna get in trouble.
Antonio, let us see the surroundings there.
It's like a
Antonio, show us
trail
where you're
mix
at.
right
Let me
Go on.
show us.
Uh,
Show us the scenery. Look
No,
at the that's the
no,
Atlantic. That's the
facci
Atlantic.
vedere qualche culo, ci fai vedere il mare.
Yo, show us the Atlantic Ocean, bro. Come on. That's the North Atlantic Ocean.
No,
Ugly
guys, I'm not
ocean.
gonna. I don't know if these people are minors or not, so it's kind of hard. There's a lot of like young people here.
Guys, by the way, Antonio just turned 21, so he's officially a man.
oh, belated
21.
happy
Oh,
birthday.
God, he's still a kid.
21, man. I'm an adult.
In America, now he's a man.
Look out. Belated
He
happy
can wa-
birthday.
he can walk around with a gun. He can drink alcohol. He can
Yep,
do drugs.
I did a few last night. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, good, good. That's what makes you a man. Okay, so what else do we have here? Let's go to comments. There's photo going around that Buongiorno is in Milano now with his agent. Wow.
Oh, shit.
What do you guys think, Carmelo? What do you think of the Buongiorno situation? Do you think he's going to go with Inter or Napoli?
I don't know yet because it seemed like a done deal with Napoli, but now I was listening to Pedula earlier on. He was saying basically that Beppe Rizzo, which is the agent of Buongiorno, and
Yeah.
he said he has some issues with uh, what's his name, Ausilio, the Inter DS, right?
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it's some sort of disturbance to avoid Napoli to get Buongiorno. It seems like he doesn't know. Pedulai was saying doesn't know that if really Inter really wants Buongiorno or it's just some disturbance that kind of way. Because sometimes in the transfer market these things happen. And besides, again, he was saying Pedula that when Conte left Inter, they don't like each other, basically, Ausilio and Conte. So Ausilio was speaking to Beppe Rizzo, the agent, to block the arrival of Buongiorno Napoli. But as things stands now, uh, it's not certain either way. So we don't. He doesn't know what's going on, but he should be having an answer like in the next
I mean,
couple of
that's
days
kind of a
anyway.
mafia move right there. It's like, why the fuck is Ozil getting involved in Napoli's market like that?
Yeah, but sometimes things people get personal, even in business. I know it's business and all, but sometimes people uh, get things to another level. It gets personal, you know what I mean? So
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it
To be
yeah,
honest
go
with
ahead.
you, do you think with the line of defenders Inter has, do you think they really need Buongiorno? I think Buongiorno is more useful to
It's a
Napoli
luxury.
than
It's a
to
luxury.
Napoli. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It would
Yeah.
be
But
even for Buongiorno would be better chances in Napoli than Inter. Inter has a good defenders as it is already, so it would be a plus, a luxury, like you said. So
I mean,
Yeah.
you could look. He could look at it, as the slow replacement of Acerbi,
Acerbi,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably,
Um,
probably. But if I was in Buongiorno's shoes, I would go to Napoli with Conte.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
I was him.
if he goes there, he's probably going to be playing a lot. But obviously, if he goes to Inter, I mean, Inter is just going to have a really good squad. I mean,
Yeah. But
Inter.
haven't
I mean, Inter's bench right now, the midfield is could be a first team bench for a mid-table team, or more than a team that is probably trying to get into the Europa League. With
yeah.
because if you look at their bench, it's right now it would be Zelinski, Frattesi, and Aslani. I mean
Yeah,
Damn.
that bench there can be the first starting midfield of a team that is trying to finish fifth, finish sixth.
Yeah.
yeah, but
You
listen,
know,
in all fairness, Inter doesn't need to do big things in this market anyway, and that's why they
no,
do an operation as come contorno, diciamo. So they don't
yeah,
need to do big moves, you know what I mean? Because they
No.
added on the squad already Zelinski and Taremi, and I think they pretty much covered in every area of the pitch. I believe.
hmm
So they don't need
Yeah.
unless something comes up and a good occasion, a good deal to go and close it. But they only do small moves now just to complete the squad. But
yeah,
they don't need to do what we need to do. That kind of way.
right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I have a feeling about Çalhanoğlu. I have a feeling about Çalhanoğlu.
That he's gonna
And
go, you mean?
Çalhanoğlu, oh yeah, maybe. But let's see. It's just a feeling. It's just a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Well, if a
Uh,
You
good
don't
offer
think?
if a good offer comes in, they sell him. They will sell him.
Because did you
I th-
see what he posted on Instagram? Çalhanoğlu saying to all the fans he loves the club, he wants to stay. With
yeah.
rumors from Bayern that wanted to pay
Yeah,
him
but
70
Kim,
million.
Kim, listen, Chalanoglu is not new to this kind of things. Even when he was in Germany, I believe, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly, he was promised himself to a club and then he signed for another club or something like
Yeah.
that. So
È un serpente.
if you have to do something like that, it won't. He's not gonna think twice. He's been there already. Has done it more than once. So
È un serpente.
and besides, do not believe what players say in these days. Anyway, you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
absolutely.
But I do think I agree that he's playing politics. I totally agree with
Yeah.
that. But I think it's also being respectful to the club. And what I didn't like was Theo Hernandez. I thought Theo Hernandez was not respectful to the club. And he showed no respect to Milan, and he showed no respect to the management when he said, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future. He didn't say, I love Milan, I want to stay at Milan. I don't think he said that.
Yeah, but
No.
I could be wrong.
I could give you a probable reason why he said that. Now, Chalanoglu, even though probably is full of shit, but he did the right thing by by putting things straight. You know. Whether on the other hand, Theo Hernandez didn't. He didn't say. He said basically, I don't know if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to go or whatever. But the
Yeah.
situation, Chalanoglu doesn't need to renew his contract with Inter. He does. So from his point of view, you can't blame him either. You know what I mean? Because they haven't called him to renew his contract anyway, and he
Yeah,
deserved
that's a good point.
it.
That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that could be from Theo point of view. That could be a reason why he said what he said, meaning like sending a message to those at Milan, say, "Are you going to renew my contract? Because if you don't, I will go." Could be that kind of way as well. You know, you could be reading that way, whatever he said. You know.
Yeah, no, obviously, what he said showed that there's some kind of friction going on there.
Oh yeah,
Some kind of friction. Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
yeah.
Well, we
Um,
don't know for sure, but it seems that way. Otherwise,
yeah,
why
it
would he
seems
say
that.
why would he say that? You know what I mean? I mean, he
Right,
always
right.
said in any situation, in any context, always said that he loved being at Milan and everything, not
Yeah,
only the club but the city as well. But now
that's right.
he said what he said, and I think because of it, but we'll see.
It's the first time that he says something like that because in the past
Ex-
he's always said kind of like
exactly,
what
yeah.
Chalanoglu said. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but Chalanoglu
Um,
don't need to renew the contract. He's grand with Inter. Is all right, you know.
yeah. By the way, our friend Nico, Defensive Dynamo podcast, Hurricane is coming our way. Good luck with that. Stay safe. And yeah, stay safe, brother. Stay safe. Because I know it's
So,
hurricane season. Um, south, south of where Antonio is. Antonio is north, but our buddy
I
Defensive
think
Dynamo
Nico,
podcast
he's
is
in he's in Mexico.
You guys
Where
are
in
is
wild.
Mexico.
Antonio? Where is
Yeah, he's
Antonio
in
Yeah, that's
again?
south.
Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you, Antonio?
Antonio is in the north, northeast.
Yeah, I'm
Northeast
going to
for
Puerto
what?
Rico later though. I live in
Puerto.
Pennsylvania.
Where are you now? Puerto Rico.
No, I'm in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Oh, Atlantic City. All right. Okay.
Oh,
uh, Edison says, "Show us Guido, Anto.
uh,
Guido smoking marijuana at the beach.
I put him in the frame. He ran away.
Is he smoking marijuana, like you said earlier?" Uh, okay, so near Cancun, is Cancun? Forgive my ignorance. Is Cancun on the the west or the east of Mexico? Is Cancun on the Pacific or is it what the Gulf of Mexico?
I think
What
it's
is it?
in the west, if I'm not mistaken.
Isn't a
Because
place called Cancun in India as well? No? Or am I saying something?
no, Cancun is in Cancun. Where is
Mm,
Cancun?
Mexico.
It's in Mexico. So and that's on the east. So it's on the Gulf of Mexico near Cuba. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's hurricane season. They're coming in. They're coming in. So stay safe, my brother. Stay safe.
It
Very safe.
can be pretty nasty, yeah.
Yeah. Antonio's a good beach bar, not from you, in Maynard's in the Margate. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. I have no problem with what Thiaw did in that interview. Thiaw knows that this Milan isn't really Milan. Damn. Wow. Guys, what do you think? Pioli, the second most paid coach in football. Isn't that
Damn.
insane?
By the way, I know where Margate
Crazy.
is. Thanks for the recommendation. But by the way, Cancun is in the eastern coast of Mexico into the Caribbean Sea. Just so you guys know,
And that,
it's like a point.
that and is that Caribbean Sea? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
That ocean?
Well, it's
Okay.
the Caribbean. It's like it's the Gulf of Mexico,
It's
almost
the Gulf of
into the
Mexico.
Caribbean. Like it's you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, that sea is beautiful. I Destin in south of Florida, Gulf of Mexico, one of my favorite places.
Just watch out for the
Guys,
oil spills.
what do you think of Pioli, guys, making all that dough? Are you guys happy for him?
He's a
But
genius.
to be honest with you, right? I just want to go back to Teo just for a second.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Someone else was writing there about Teo and all that. On top of the reason I was saying about his contract, he might be thinking to himself that if he stays in Milan, he's never going to really compete for big trophies. So maybe, just maybe, he thinks like that on top of the contract issue, you know? Could be. But anyway, like I said, we'll see. As for Pioli, to be honest with you, I knew that was gonna be his destination in the end because let's be honest, many clubs are changing coaches these days, and no one was interested in him. No one, literally no one.
No.
Not a top club, not a medium club, or what. No one. So I knew the destination was gonna be that, either that or stay still for a year, do nothing for a year. But hey, fair fuck to him. You know, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Out of that with
Do you
that
now,
think?
dough, holy
now
shit,
he
he's
can.
gonna be a,
Yeah.
a
Now he goes
billionaire.
over there. Yeah, goes
I
over there,
know.
get like a lot of money, obviously, and he can experiment even more. You know, he can play Yusuf, whatever player is there. The name of the I don't know the name of Saudi players. Yusuf is the first name
I
comes
Oh,
think
to
you cut.
mind.
I think you cut
they
out in
got
the perfect spot.
Benzema.
You cut out in the perfect place, so no problem.
Yeah. So
Do you?
he can experiment all he wants over there, you know.
Yeah. Do you guys reckon if Pioli didn't take any job, right? Let's say, for example, for a year or something like that. Do you think maybe he would have been picked to coach the national team for Italy? Do you think they would do that? I don't
Pioli
know.
coach in Italy.
Yeah, what do you think about that? If he didn't have a job, if something ever happened to Spalletti, for example,
Nah, I don't see
nah.
him.
Oh, you mean the
I
national
don't see
team?
him coach.
Yeah, Italy.
I don't know. I mean,
No, I
listen, the
don't.
Italy. Look, the Italy has made some weird decisions in the past, like Ventura, Donadoni, Prandelli. I mean, that's
Yeah,
more or less the level of Pioli. So it's not impossible.
even the league.
I see Allegri being a good option for Italy right now.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. So let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have? Someone asked about Rangers earlier. Let me see. I saw a comment about Rangers. Well, listen, Edison Sokoli. Edison says, Roy, it's 2024. Morata was relevant in 2019. To be honest, he looks in pretty good form because with Spain, even though Spain is a well-oiled machine, you can put any player in there and they're going to play well. He's looking good. He's looking good. But remember, Edison, we are a B market team. We're not going for the A market players. Morata is a B market striker, one of the better B market, one of the top of B market strikers. Because who are the A market strikers? Mbappe, Haaland, who else is there? Musiala, Vinicius, Osimhen. You know, like those are the A market strikers. Kane probably and whatnot. I know I'm missing a bunch. Morata is part of the B market, and that's where we live. We live in the B market. You know. Let's see. Boy, did you see that disgusting game of USA versus Uruguay? The refs. Okay, well, listen. I saw some video. So for people that don't know, Pulisic went to the referees after the game, and the head referee didn't shake his hand. But that video is a little bit deceiving. That video is deceiving because there's another video of the whole incident, and just moments before that, Pulisic was telling the refs, "Hey, go and celebrate with Uruguay. Look at them; they're over there celebrating. Go and celebrate with them." So he was kind of like provoking them, and that's why the guy didn't shake his hand.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
I don't
of
know.
Copa America,
Yeah, go ahead.
what's your opinion about what they're going to do for the knockouts if any game finishes after 90 minutes? If a game finishes a draw, they go straight to penalties. What's your take on that?
Is that what they're
I
doing?
don't like it.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's what they said they're doing for knockout games. If a game finishes a draw after 90 minutes, straight to penalties, no extra time.
Really? Wow, that's like youth football. That's youth football. That's what we do
Yeah,
in,
I don't like
in youth
that. Just
football.
for Copa America, yeah.
Nah, I don't like that either. That's
Nah.
like the thing is like I'm so used to youth football doing that. Like
Yeah.
the U17s, the U16s, the U19s, they do that.
I don't know
Seniors
why
doing
they
that,
do that.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Edison says it's rigged for Argentina. I'm gonna say, listen, Copa America, the team that has impressed me the most is Panama. I don't know where the fuck these
Yeah.
guys came from. I don't know what these guys are taking, but they're playing great football and they're scoring amazing goals one after the other. They are the ones that kicked USA out of the competition. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Panama. Something is going on with Panama. Send the scouts. Send the
Yeah.
scouts in Panama. Figure out what's going on there.
My opinion, I still think
I like Panama's central
Uruguay.
midfielder. The guy who almost killed Pulisic. He's good.
Oh, his name is Kvaratskhelia, something like that, right?
Like Kvaratskhelia or something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
he's I mean, I think he plays in the MLS, right? But he looked good, honestly, like in these games.
But did you Roy actually watch the game? Are they really that good, or is it just USA?
Yeah. Bruh, hey, listen to this. Just let me give you an idea, okay? So you saw Italy versus Spain, right?
Yeah.
And you saw how bad Italy was, and you saw how good Spain was, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The Italy Spain game ended more or less Italy. I think it was somewhere like 58% possession Spain, 42 Italy. It was something like that, it ended pretty even at the end. And Italy had like I don't know how many shots, but also the pass. You saw how bad it was. If you look
Yeah.
at the stat sheet of Panama USA, Panama had 550 passes. USA had 190. Panama for the whole game had 78% ball possession.
Yeah, because the Americans thought they need to pass the ball with their hands. Maybe that's why. But anyway, Spain, Italy, Roy. Listen, Italy performance was really, really poor. I'm not saying Spain is great team because they are great. Probably they're gonna win it. But that night, Italy performance made it look like Spain even better than it actually is. So sometimes it just even depends what kind of performance one team and the other do. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, no, I'm just using that game to make you understand that the Panama, like how bad that game was for
Oh
Italy,
yeah, no, no, I know
it
what you
was
mean. Yeah, I know.
even
Yeah,
worse for USA versus Panama, and that's Panama. It's not a Spain. It's Panama.
yeah.
But yeah, if you
So
guys want to talk about Italy, yeah, let's talk about Italy. What did you guys think
Oh,
about Italy?
yeah. Hey,
Terrible,
sorry to interrupt,
terrible.
guys, but I gotta head off to work now. Great chatting to you all. Hope you all have a good
All right,
day
Ken.
wherever you are. All right,
Thank you,
take
all
brother.
care.
right. Ciao,
See
Have
ya.
ciao.
a
Ciao,
good one.
ciao. You too.
Bye.
Forza Milan. Bye.
All right, yeah. Let's
Well,
talk a little bit about Italy. What did you guys think of the Euro?
I was in terrible performance, and I blame a lot of it on the manager for that game.
well, Italy was poor, and now I know Spalletti hasn't been there that long, but I think he made things worse by changing each game. I mean, in total,
Yep.
Italy played what, 4 games in total? In each game, he changed things. I mean, if you just stick with
Wait,
one thing, with
Carmelo,
a si-
Carmelo. But
yeah,
but take even the 2 games before that, the 2 games in preparation, he
oh
changed
yeah,
there too. So it's six
yeah,
games. 6 games. Every game was different.
yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. I know he hasn't been there that long, but you have
No,
you
no, no.
have
I'm
to
not saying
have.
that. I'm agreeing with you. Like you
You,
can't
oh yeah, yeah.
change
That's what
every
I'm
single
saying.
game.
That's what I'm saying. Even though you haven't been that long there, but you have to have some sort of uh, idea about the men that you want to play and how you want to play them. If you keep changing them in a short tournament like that, it's not helping. It's not helping at all because the players look like to me on the pitch like the Milan players with Pioli. They didn't know what to do. To be honest, they were all over the place, all over the place. So I don't know. Now we're gonna after winning the Euro 3 years ago, things was looking good in the right direction. Now we seem back in square one again. So now
Yeah,
what's next? The World Cup qualifying games. I hope
yeah,
because he stays. Obviously, he's gonna be staying there. He's not going anywhere. And so awfully. And again, Spalletti in his career is one of those. It's like a Taliban almost, like. He goes ahead with his ideas no matter what. He doesn't look at the players' characteristics. It doesn't adjust to them.
yeah,
He just goes on with his ideas. Sometimes he pays off, sometimes he doesn't. And after all, in his career, Spalletti, well, he won one campionato in Russia with St. Petersburg and one scudetto with Napoli. He's not that winning coach like that he can have. You,
Hey, yo, guys. I agree
so
100% about the changing teams. There's a whole group of Dolphins over here, by the way. This is actually sick. All right, never mind. Peace out.
okay. Show us. While Carmelo keeps on going.
It's hard to see. Like, if they're in the water, they go up and down. You can see their fins coming in and out of the water.
Mm. Yeah, go ahead, Carmelo. Go ahead, finish.
no, but I was saying that. So from now on, you're gonna have to. Just pick your man. Just pick the players that you reckon you're gonna be sticking with, and go ahead with that, and try to adjust yourself with the kind of player you had, because in this tour, the players he brought him to Germany there, you should know how they play in their own club, and that counts to me. The way they used to play.
Yeah,
You just can't ask a player in such a short time to play a different kind of game or to play or to ask for different things you know just keep it simple. Sometimes it's the best way. Because sometimes I
yeah.
don't understand the managers who wants like do things that there's no need to, because I don't know, to be honest with you, Spalletti is the only one available right now. I don't see who else could
Allegri, Allegri.
Yeah, maybe Allegri. Maybe
I
Allegri
would.
is more.
Allegri would be better. I think Allegri would be better.
Maybe Allegri is more suitable for the national team. Maybe
Yeah,
yes,
I think so. I think so. And
because
one thing, yeah, but
he pays attention to the player he has. You know.
right, yeah. And one thing that I've been obviously, I've been following the national teams forever, as long as I can remember. And there are common things that are you can tie to, okay, this is what is a winning formula and this is not a winning formula. And if I look at Lippi from 2004 to 2006, he had one formation, he had one idea, and he stayed with it for those 2 years. He got in the tournament, and the
Yeah,
team played really well.
but most importantly, he had different players altogether.
But hold on. But then we have Prandelli. Prandelli from 2010 to 2012, one formation, one idea, and he stuck with it, and he got to the final. He did pretty well. Then you have Ventura, every single game, different formation. A mess. And he couldn't qualify for the World Cup. Conte in 2016, one idea, one formation. And Conte's roster was much worse than ours today. If you look at the roster, it was much worse than what we saw in our Euro. But he stuck to one idea, one thing, and when he got to the tournament, the team is locked in. They know how to play. Mancini, same thing. One idea, 4-3-3. He stuck with it until the Euro, then it all collapsed. Spalletti, every single game, Spalletti reminded me a lot of Ventura.
Yeah,
Every
but
single game
Mancini
changes
won.
everything.
Mancini won and failed at the same time because he didn't qualify for the World Cup in the end. So
Yeah, but from 2018 to 2020, Mancini played with a 4-3-3, never changed it. He knew exactly who the players were going to be. And then after the Euro, things degraded. But that
but
run there
yeah, but listen,
worked
right?
really well for him.
Overall, I agree with what you're saying overall. But if you give me De Rossi, Totti, Nesta, Pirlo, and all those players, I change as well, and I won't be suffering like I would be suffering with these players
I
today.
don't know. I don't know. I
Do you
don't
know
know
what I
about
mean?
that.
Because
I don't
those
know.
kind
I
of
don't know.
play.
I don't think so.
No, because those kind of players, right, is a different level altogether. So even though they struggle a little bit because the manager changing things, but they still have in them the potential and the capability to change the game any minute. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
that's
look, from 26 to 20, no, from 28, sorry, from 2008 to 2010, Lippi had all of those players. But Lippi changed, was kept on changing, and then we got to the World Cup and we lost. We did really poorly. I think, yeah, of course, talent is a thing, but it's also the players need to be able to play with their eyes closed.
yeah, but
It's not a,
I
it's
reckon
not, it's not an individual game.
I
It's a
reckon
team
I
performance.
reckon every after and every time after a tournament that you won, and that could be a World Cup or Euro, whatever. I think it's the best idea for the coaches to sign. Just
Yeah, yeah,
resign
yeah.
and let somebody, because in Italy, national team history always happens when you win a competition, the one
La
after
pancia
it you
piena.
do, you're doing really bad. And besides, those players with Lippi was really on they were about to finish their career, most of them anyway. And once you win, like you said, once you win that competition, you need new motivation, new blood, if you know what I mean. Because those players, they're not gonna be motivated as they were before winning the tournament. So change needs to be made. There's no point sticking with the same coach. You won the competition, just change it. Happens to Lippi, it happens to Mancini after Euro, it happens to Berzot back in 1982, the other
It
World
happened.
Cup that we won. Happens
Yeah,
every single time, every
yeah.
single
Because
time.
Berzot had a terrible Euro in '86. That was really bad
Exactly.
Euro. Yeah.
Exactly. It happens every time. Every time.
Uh,
That's why it's better
wi-
to change.
and that's why the saying I think comes from Italy because it's a cultural thing. Uh, Rest on your laurels. You know the laurels, the Roman laurels, and
Exactly.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of that has happened in the yeah. And that's a cultural thing, but only us Italians know understand. We see it, we know it. We
Oh
know it,
yeah.
we know it's
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
Like I said, look, hopefully, I don't know when the World Cup qualifying starts, but hopefully he learned the lesson and it goes different direction. Hopefully, because after all, it's a good coach, Spalletti. Come on, it's good coach. When when the rumor was that he was coming to Milan before Pioli did, uh, I I I was happy with having him in Milan, to be honest.
yeah, me too,
So,
me too. Yeah.
so
Now
overall,
listen,
he's a good coach.
in but in hindsight, I don't know. The thing that another thing that worries me is like he's trying to be like this general, right? He's trying to be this comandante, and he wants this like discipline from all the players. I don't know if that's a good thing. I
That's why I
think you
said
have
it's
to.
like a. That's why I said it's like a Taliban. It's very strict, two
Yeah, yeah,
ways, right?
exactly. I
You
don't
know?
think that is the way to do it. You need to have the players be free, be happy. The players need to be in good spirits. And if you
Yeah,
impose too many rules on them, you might lose the locker room. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. Sometimes you know what happened. It happened the opposite thing. You're trying in good faith. You're trying to, put rules and be strict for the good sake of everything. But you make it worse sometimes because players might feel like that you're breathing on their neck. You know what I mean? So and. At some point they're gonna think to themselves, "What the fuck? Like, leave me alone," and they're not gonna follow you.
Right?
You have to
Yeah.
give them some
You have to
space.
give them. You have to give them space. You have
Yeah,
to. You have. You're there. You're not there. You can't mother them or father them. You have to. You're the coach, and that's it. Maybe in a club is different, but
yeah,
the national team, it's all about the group.
especially in today's football, today's players. They, after all, they're only kids. They want to do their own thing, and with this all social media and stuff, it's different world. You have to understand that as well. You can't be like thinking like. You're back in the day, like 30 years, 40 years ago. It's not like that.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
different world, so you have to understand that as well.
Yeah, 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 totally.
But it can
And
be really, really strict. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and then let's see. He's got 2 years. I think he's got a big game coming up right away. France. I think they're playing France next in the Nations League. Then they're playing Israel. Then they're playing Belgium. Then they're playing France and Belgium again. And then they're going to be playing. Then the qualifiers start. He's got
Look,
time.
he
He's
has.
got 2 years. He has 2 years to work the team. And another thing, one more thing I want to say. That this Italy team is a young team. I've never seen a team so young go to a tournament before. I've never seen in my life uh, such a young
Yeah.
defense. Never seen it.
No,
Never seen it.
usually the Italian teams from the past, they are between 28, 30, over 30 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. But
exactly.
look,
So,
overall, I was going to say the same thing. Overall, there is good material to work with. After all, you know what I mean. I mean
yeah,
now the Calafiori, just to mention one, the usual suspects. Calafiori, which surprised me really. I didn't really think it was this good. I mean, and the personality to play in a tournament like that the way he did, that was really impressive to me.
yeah,
So
hmm
so him, Bastoni, Barella, the usual suspect. You just
yeah.
have to.
Bastoni is still what 26, 25, 26.
Ah, he's still
Wh-
young.
wh-
Yeah, I think he's
When
26.
Cannavaro won the Ballon d'Or in 2006, he was 32. You know, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
exactly. Yeah,
He wasn't in mid
yeah.
20s. Nesta was in his 30s. Materazzi was in his 30s. Zambrotta was late 20s, getting into his 30s. Um,
Now, for example, like I mentioned these names, another one now, regardless where he goes to, Buongiorno is another one you can count on, and that's
yeah,
the defense. That's the defense is sorted to me, But
yeah, Scalvini, another one.
oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, he was injured. That's another one. There you go. And
Yeah,
up front, to be honest, up
Bastoni,
front,
Scalvini, Buongiorno, Calafiori. I think Italy is set there for
yeah,
the
yeah.
next 10, 12 years.
I would drop out Mancini because I don't think he's not good enough to
Well,
be there.
Mancini can be the fifth choice. He can be the fifth choice, you know.
I don't like the guy. I don't like the player. It's just he's a dick, and he can't play football either. I don't like. Never liked him. But anyway, up front, it's a little bit struggle there, to be honest with you, because Scamacca very poor, very very poor,
He had a terrible
and
tournament. Yeah.
Retegi, let's forget about it. Forget about it. It's not. It's way too big of a competition for him. So that's a bit of struggle there, but we'll see. We'll see what comes up, and I don't know. You never know. Maybe
Oh
Camarda.
yeah,
I don't know. Camarda in a couple of
Udoge.
years,
I forgot.
3 years.
About Udoge. Yeah. Yeah, Camarda's coming up. You have Liberali coming up. You have what's that guy called?
No, I was
Mosconi.
talking about the center forward. We lack in that big time. Unless I know. Look, Skamaka did really poor, but that's the only one really available. I don't see any other, to be honest, as a
Well,
center
we saw.
forward.
Look, we saw Scamacca in Serie A with a system that is functioning. He's a he's a dangerous player. Like we saw him do. We saw him win a Europa League, scoring big goals. We saw him in Serie A scoring big goals and having big moments. But the team has to work. The team has to be able to get the ball to him.
Exactly, exactly. But
So, yeah.
when you play in a system like Gasperini at Atalanta, everybody seems like good, really good. I mean,
Yeah, and
over the years, players who left Atalanta after being great there, and they left Atalanta, they didn't perform like they were expecting to, except Kessie. Kessie maybe is the only one who kept performing
I mean,
good. But
they're a little bit more. They're more. It is true that there are more. But yeah, but that's look. But that's why you need to build a system. You need to have the system. The system makes everybody play better. When everybody
yeah,
knows what the system is and they can play with their eyes closed,
yeah,
everybody looks better. Everybody looks better.
It happens at Atalanta, it happens at Inter. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
DeMarco
that's
is
right.
another one. DeMarco is just average. It's just a normal player, but he seems really good because he benefits from the Inter system and from his teammates. But if you get him as single player, it's nothing special, nothing at all.
And
I
and
mean, he
that's
used
what
to play for
Spalletti has
Kiev.
to do.
He used to play for Kiev before he came back to Inter. You see what I mean? So,
Well,
the
I
system
mean, he was
helps
doing
a
pretty
lot.
well, but he was doing pretty well at Cuba. But regardless of that, that's what Spalletti has to do. He has to create a system. He can't change the formation every time. He can't change the tactics. He has to create a system so these players play well. That is the job of a coach. Um, look, I'm honestly, obviously, it hurts to see Italy get kicked out. But am I? I'm not. For me, it's not the end of the world. They will grow. Now the stupid growth decree is gone, so now Italian players, we're going to see more Italian players come up slowly, slowly in the years. I
Oh,
think it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
no, but that's what I said. I said it myself. Like after all, there is good material to work
Yeah,
with. There is. So we'll see.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, and we need Milan players in there too because I think that's another thing that is very important.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know. In
we
the past, those Milan players brought that international European mentality, right?
yeah, but I don't think it doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon, Roy. I mean, the only Italians we have is Calabria, Pobega, Gabbia. That's it. And the way it looks like is not gonna. it's not like they're gonna get more Italians in. I don't
The
think it
way the way I
doesn't look
see
that
it,
way.
the way I see it is the U23 is going to probably develop that, but it's not going to be anytime soon. It's going to be a slow process.
Oh, you have to give at least I don't know, a few years at least. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be
at
like
least few
tomorrow.
years, 2 years minimum,
But
minimum 2 years.
it's true. It's true though that we do have very promising kids there. So hopefully,
Absolutely.
hopefully they develop now. Hopefully, like I was saying before, playing in Serie C with adults with a very very bad um, come dire, how do you say, very bad area where they're gonna be playing to. They're gonna
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
they're gonna grow quickly. And they develop into something that we all wish for and get the Italian core back at the club. You know,
I hope so. Yeah.
that's the only way
Uh,
because they're not gonna buy Italians.
no. Sriracha says, "You think we will see Daniel Maldini play for Italy? How do you think Daniel Maldini is going to do? I think he's permanently moving to Monza now.
Is it official? Is it? I was
I
reading
think it.
something like that. Yeah.
I think it's going to be official very soon.
Who is the Monza manager now? I can't remember. Because Palladino
Oh, I
left.
don't know.
Gee, I can't
Right.
remember who is. I can't remember
I,
who's the
I
guy
actually don't
now.
know.
But anyway, whoever that is, I don't know. Maldini, look, he has a technical skills, obviously, because the blood, the blood won't lie, that kind of way. So, but he needs to improve in the physical aspect of the game. The
And
determination,
mentally.
yeah, mentally, yeah, and all that. And
Oh, okay, it's
but
Nesta.
oh yeah, there you go, Nesta. Oh yeah, yeah, Galliani put Nesta back there. Um, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But look, the potential is there. But how old is he now? 22 or something like that.
Yeah,
21,
22.
22. I can't remember. So if he plays constantly there at Monza, I don't know what kind of football Nesta play. To be honest with you, I haven't got a clue.
I
But
don't know ever.
yeah, but let's see this new coming Serie A season. See how Daniel Maldini will perform if he develops, and why not? He can join the Italian team as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, if he performs, yeah. If he performs. Okay, so Paladino says Spalletti is good, needs time with the team. Spalletti should focus more on the under 10 players of under 20 players. I mean, Spalletti must encourage the Italian teams to allow the youth more minutes, he said. Yeah. Yeah, I think the B team there is going to be very important. Okay, so what else do we have? What else do we have? Let's see. What other subjects do we need to cover here? I think we covered everything, honestly. Did we cover
Yeah,
everything?
listen, Roy. I have to go now because it's after midnight here, and I have to get up.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
we're going to close soon because I think we covered everything for today. So it's all good.
listen, I'll talk to you soon, and ciao to everybody. Alla prossima, ok?
Ciao, Carmelo. Grazie. See
Ciao,
you.
ciao a tutti. Ciao, ciao.
Andrew says, should Zaniolo have been selected given? Oh, Zaniolo was injured. He had a fractured. What do you call it? A fractured foot. I mean, that's the other thing, you know. Spalletti did have Spalletti did have an idea. Scalvini got injured. Udoge got injured. Zaniolo got injured. Acerbi got injured. And I think there's one more. I can't remember. There's another one. Who was it? Another winger. I think there's another winger that got. Oh, Berardi got injured. So he did have these players were all players that were supposed to be part of his core, and they all got injured. You know, I mean that's 5 starters pretty much that got injured that are out. Udoge was the starter. Udoge was in front of Di Marco when Spalletti took over. Udoge was playing in front of Di Marco. So he also got a little bit unlucky there. But no excuses. No excuses. Tonali suspended, right? No excuses. You lose, you get up and you try again. That's sports. That's football. That's the way it works. Nothing is over. Nyonto is the captain of the U21. Nyonto is still 19, I think. So they're going to keep him as a captain of the U21. He did really well with the U21. Foloruncio, yeah, he's an interesting player. Verratti is in Qatar. I don't know why they didn't pick him up. I would have liked to see him. He would have been good. Yeah, we're going to see the under 19s in. Ricci, that's another one. That's right. That's another one. We're going to see the U19s in 2 weeks. They have a tournament, so we're going to see how they do. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a little bit too much negativity around the whole Italian team. I think there's too much, oh, you lose, therefore everything is over, everything is done. In football, you lose, you win. You lose, you win. You win, you lose. And you might lose 3 times in a row, but you still have to get up and try again until you win, you know? Bayern, yeah, I saw that this summer so far, there's been a bunch of Italian kids that have been sold, that have been gone abroad. One has gone to Leverkusen, I think Natali, and I think he was one of the defenders he was a defender in the U20 that got to the final World Cup, and he was a defender in the U19 team. No, he was a defender in the U17 team that won the Euro. Yeah, he went to Leverkusen, and then there was another few talents that went to Bayern. Then I think other more. Yeah, yeah. He played with Cremonese. He's one of the. He was with Cremonese U16, so he is the class below the class that just won the Euro 17. So he's the part of the next group coming up. Ricci, yeah, absolutely. He would be nice, yeah. And then I think last but not least, we got Rabiot. The Rabiot situation seems to have died out. No more Rabiot. Looks like the Rabiot situation has died out. Apparently, Real Madrid wants to pay $9 million for it. Wants to give him $9 million salary. Ibra said he'll get on the field to defend Camarda. Was pretty gangster. Yeah, I think. Listen, everything Ibra said, I thought was absolutely perfect. The way he talked about Camarda and teenagers, I think he's right. Like, he's completely right. I honestly thought everything he said was absolutely perfect, and he. It's been a long time. It's been since Maldini is gone that there's someone in the club that sounds good. You know, Italians playing abroad is a good deal for their experience, but yeah, absolutely, of course. Especially right now in this period where the clubs just do not want to. The clubs just don't want to. They don't want to develop the players. They just want to buy ready players, and then the players that they're supposed to develop get lost in smaller teams, and then they just get lost. I like our opinion of the goalkeeper. Oh yeah, he's great. The French kid, he's absolutely fantastic. Yep, he's great. Absolutely great. Yeah. All right, guys. So I think we're going to close it here for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, Zerkzee, captain in Serie C. That's great. That's another player that will probably be in 2 years. He might be a part of. I mean, I think he's going to go to the U21s. He's probably going to go to the U21s because the U21s are also important. But he can maybe if he jumps up the ranks, he could be a player available for Spalletti. I think Zeroli only needs one season in Serie C, and then he can jump straight to the Serie A team. I would put him right now in the Serie A team. All right, guys. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. We will be live again. I wasn't on my computer today, so the live was, I couldn't share the screen. We will see you next time. There's positive news. The U23, that's an awesome project. I think everything Ibra said was great, was perfect. I'm really looking forward to see how that works out. The first team, nah, no bueno, no bueno. The way they're working with the first team right now, in this moment, no bueno. But things will start moving, and we'll see. All right, happy 4th of July. Thank you, Fadina. Thank you, Sriracha. We'll see you next time. Alla prossima. Arrivederci. And take care, Nico. Stay safe, brother. Everybody have a good one. Bye.